Hi guys and welcome back. Bitcoin is setting up for a massive move right now, but it will be unfortunately not the move that you would expect. And just before I get into this, I'm gonna mention here from now on, finally every single day will be videos again here being made, guys, and released. So stick around here if you want to know what I found out. Then let's go. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here today. Let's start off directly with something positive. The Ohio rep Demetriou says he's working hard to pass a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Ohio is about to buy Bitcoin, so more and more states in the US are getting ready to buying Bitcoin and having their own strategic reserve, besides the US having, of course, a nationwide Bitcoin reserve on top of that. So, and you can see that the dollar index is keeping falling here lower and lower, exactly as we predicted it. I told you guys yesterday that when we get rejected from the 100-point level, that we will keep going lower here, and that is exactly what we are seeing here in progress unfolding in front of our eyes. And before I go into Bitcoin, I also want to mention that the total money supply M2 is exploding here more and more to the upside, and that Bitcoin and other risk-on assets are not exploding right now insanely already, and that includes, of course, also altcoins, is that we have a delayed reaction to that. Once a delayed reaction kicks in, you're going to see that everything in the risk-on market will start flying. So this is just a question of time when we're going to see the effects of this here bearing fruits for us. So now when we go into Bitcoin, so here, even though we are retesting currently the EMA ribbon on the 4-hourly chart and getting supported here at around $93,700 currently, I believe that we will unfortunately come down more or less to the bottom of it and get a bounce from there back to the upside. So we're going to experience here a small pullback. One reason for that is that we have here already a bearish crossover, a sell signal on the stochastic RSI. MACD is also getting bearish here, and the RSI is going sideways, and that is because we're getting currently a little bit supported here. But once that support is gone, we go a little bit lower, then turn around and go in direction of $100,000. You see the same thing also here with the MDX algo scalp gradients. We have here so many reversal indications. Here's one, there's one, and usually when we get two, then we get that move to the downside, from where we then get the bounce into higher levels. So here again, you see there is some confluence in that buy cluster down here, all the way down to $91,600. We could technically fall through that to create a deviation, and here that would be the deviation, and then get the turnaround. So the reactor indicator also gave us an early warning here in conjunction with the scalp gradients here, with the take profit signals, with the two dot plots here, that we are running out of steam for moving higher. That's why the react indicator is also cooling off currently, the same as the MDX algo scalp gradient candle color. When you look at it, we're currently here in a light purplish, from a purplish phase we could already get the turnaround, but I'm not seeing that right now. I think we need a green phase all the way down here, and from that green phase we're going to get a W or an inverse head and shoulders or something like that, or an overall bigger bull flag scenario over here, and that will then give us the momentum that we need to break here into the next phase. I have, regardless of that, already opened a new long trade that's slightly in profit right now here on ZoomX. Crazy, only a $60,000 position here currently running, but this keeps adding up, guys. Don't forget, I started here with $2,000, now it's already $6,000 roughly, and when I win this trade I will be at $10,000. So, and then the $10,000 are going to take to 100,000, and from 100 I go to a million, and from a million we're going to see how far I'm going to go with that. But you know, I did this before, so, and I'm doing it again here right now. So if you want to trade with me on ZoomX, guys, don't forget, you have only 2 days, guys, actually a little bit less than 2 days left here, okay, a little bit more than 2 days left, to take part here in the lucky draw. Again, every time when you spin, you win something. You can spin every single day, guys. The only thing that you need to do is sign up with here that link on ZoomX if you don't have yet a ZoomX account yet, plus that you get 50% cash back on your initial deposit. So if you deposit $100, you get 50 back, and with that you can trade and get much more tickets here to take part in the lucky draw. Again, the best thing to win here would be a trip to Monaco or Miami to the Formula 1. Everything paid, business flight, 5-star hotel, paddock, the whole trip is worth over $30,000, guys, maybe even more, you know, so Miami could be $50,000 or a $60,000 trip. But you can also just win a Bitcoin, which would be even better. Then you can just pay yourself everything. One Ethereum, $1,000, $500, even $50, guys, you know, $1,000 just by spinning that, you know. So you will never get the opportunity, in my opinion, where you, that such good an opportunity where you get a Formula One trip just for spinning here a little bit, you know, so which is insane, guys, for the money that that is spent on a trip like that. Trust me, I was many times at Formula One, on yachts, on normal Formula One trips in Singapore, whatever. I know what it costs, guys, you know, so it is insanely expensive, and you can win it by just spinning the wheel here. So take advantage of that. There is a link in the description at Pincoin. You have only 2 days left, a little bit more than 2 days. Now, when we go into the liquidation levels, also here, we're gonna find confluence that we are potentially going first a little bit down before we go higher. And that comes first of all from the 50 moving average here climbing up. We were for a long time we haven't for a long time retested that moving average. So I would be not surprised to touch that, which is again around $92,000, and at the same time liquidate some high leverage liquidity that is building up just right here between $91,500 and $92,500. The liquidation heat map is showing also exactly the same thing. Here around $92,700, there is some high concentrated liquidity, $40 million, $105 million actually, currently all the way down here to like $92,000, where we have again a small gap. So here, that whole area looks really attractive for a market maker right now to drive price down, take that liquidity, send it then back up here to $96,000, $97,000, which we haven't touched yet, over the next 7 to 10 days, in my opinion. And that's why I'm saying don't be afraid if we get a small pullback right now, because it is most likely just a pullback to reset everything, and then we are going to get the $100,000 mark once again, which we have lost roughly 3 months ago. When we are going into the total free market cap here also, and the market cap is struggling to break $835 billion currently. Once we're breaking this level here, we basically go straight to 900 billion. There we're gonna struggle again a little bit, and once that is broken, we're gonna go really quickly into a new all-time high past $1 trillion. So here I also expect a small pullback back to like $800 billion approximately, then a bounce back to the upside, then we crush that level, and then we get continuation, and that will of course lead to altcoins making really, really nice gains for us. The Bitcoin dominance is still here now I adjusted a little bit, in a rising wedge pattern. Nothing has really changed. Let it come up here to 95%, 65%. I still believe that once we are getting here the next breakdown, that this is the proper breakdown out of that rising wedge pattern, and that will be the start of the altcoin season. It could be even an altcoin summer that we haven't seen for how long? When did we have the last altcoin summer? 2020 was the last real altcoin summer that we had. So that could be something that could be happening once again 5 years later. I would be not surprised to actually see that. So if you want to trade altcoins, guys, trade them with me together on Bybit. I have also my copy trading account going again, profitable. So if you want to copy trade me, use the link in the description below. You get with that $30,000 worth of bonuses. Just go and check out that site here. Plus that you get a Bybit card. Don't forget, I spent everything what I pay even today. You know, I can show you. So here, everything today, everything over the last couple of days was paid with the Bybit card. Everything. I spent all the time my money with the Bybit card. So use the link in the description below and the pin comment below if you want to also get a Bybit card. A free airdrop position is still there, copy trading, and the sign-up bonuses, guys. So now when we look at Ethereum, our overall trade setup still looks good, but if you're in that trade, guys, close it. Take the money that you currently have, because we will come back to the entry level here. So you're gonna have another chance to get in from there. And why would you round trip here roughly 6%, 6.7% profit? You know, if you're in the trade setup, I would take the money and wait that we are coming back to the entry, re-enter that with the profit, and then we ride it back to the upside. So because overall, so look at this here, this trend line has not been broken yet. We're about to break it. Once it's broken, it's fine. So once price action gets above that downward sloping trend line, Ethereum will have a run to $2,000. But right now we are fighting with it, and I believe that for now we are seeing here a rejection back to our entry level, and then at the next attempt, that will be the move that we are waiting for to break this downward sloping trend line. For Solana, Solana on the 4-hourly chart looks like a falling broadening wedge is building up here. Also, here a new trade setup because we got stopped out of the last trade. I expect that we come back here to $144. That will be the entry to trade this to $164 with a really tight stop loss here around $142. Can potentially make this actually a little bit bigger. Can have a little bit more room to the downside. $138 would be the stop loss. So that is the next trade setup that I'm looking at, because the RSI is about to turn around here. The MACD printing only small red candles, no big red candles yet. That tells me that not so much sell pressure is in Solana right now. And the stochastic will here bottom out potentially with the current 4-hourly candle. So there might be already a turnaround in progress. So if we are coming here to the entry level, take it from there. I would potentially otherwise enter from $148, but only if the indicators have bottomed out at $148. Otherwise, I would wait for the original entry. Then render bouncing every time here off the $4.32 cent level. I have here also a new trade setup. If we are coming down here to like $4.23, enter from there, trade this into $4.80. Currently, we can make out here. So when that falling wedge breaks to the upside, this will go past $5 in my opinion. But we're gonna take it step by step here. For now, we have here almost a sell signal on a stochastic RSI, but that might be a misfiring because the MACD is turning around, giving here a buy signal. The RSI is going to the upside. So if we push it a little bit higher, that might also then correct over the next couple hours here and will point back to the upside. The last one will be injective. So injective here, we are currently at the entry. 4-hourly chart, I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, 4-hourly chart also MACD looks like it wants to turn around. RSI going sideways. Stochastic looks like indecision. That's because we're here at the resistance right now and chopping around. So we're chopping around here in that support level that we have. Once we are leaving that support level, injective is going to send. So as you can see, we just wait for the bounce right now, for the small pullback in Bitcoin. Once that pullback is done, that's where you can enter. I don't really care because I don't believe that we are dropping 10%, so I will not get liquidated. But you do what you want to do, I do what I want to do. Just like I said, wait for the small pullback. That will be the perfect opportunity to enter, then trade this on the bounce back to the upside. Guys, I have to run. I have a sick girlfriend here that I need to take care of, and I'm super hungry, so I'm gonna run. But I want to show you something quick. I'm currently in Istanbul, and look at this sunset here behind me. This is insane. So if I could adjust here the brightness a little bit, like on a phone, the sunset behind me is insane. If you could properly see that, it looks crazy. I'm gonna post it on Instagram, a proper picture of it so you can see it. But yeah, it's so beautiful, it's crazy. I was supposed to be in Saudi, but yeah, stupid security in Egypt ruined that by not doing their job, and I got late to the plane. So, and then they did not let me in, so I had to find an alternative. Now I go to a hot air balloon ride, which is also fine. But anyway, guys, I will be tomorrow in Cappadocia and making a video from there. Don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you hopefully with more money tomorrow.